This is Matt with Mobility 101, and this is week 13, Technique Fix Friday. This week we have Lauren on. She's one of the strength coaches here as well at Boston PT and Wellness in Medford. We're going to go over the side plank. We see a lot of people do this variation in addition to the regular plank, and I think people miss the boat that the plank position that I talk about so often, it's really the same exact position in the RKC plank or regular plank that you see that we also want to see in a side plank, whichever variation you're doing, whether it's easy, medium, or hard. So the simple setup on this is that, so I'm going to have Lauren, so Dr. Craig Liebenson talks about being able to drop a pane of glass from the shoulder joint to the hip joint. So it should be a nice flush straight line, okay? So initially for setup, you want the shoulder directly underneath, the elbow directly underneath the shoulder. I like to cue athletes to actually start in a bad position. So Lauren, bring your elbow to my hand. So starting in a bad position teaches them where not to be. And then from there, I want you to drive toward my hand, into my hand, fire up the lats, okay? So you want to see a nice straight line from the shoulder down to the elbow. That's number one, okay? From there, so the easy position where the knees are bent 90 degrees, we're going to have a straight line from the knees, so the shoulders through the hips to the knees. So think about bringing your feet back to me. Good, and then hips forward, good. From there, all you're going to do is prop up and constantly back into me. Good. Elbows are driving into her feet, driving toward her feet the entire time. Hips up higher than you need to think them to be, and hips forward as well. Head back to me. Good. And rest. That's the easy version, okay? To progress that to medium, all we do, if you notice, in Lauren's position the entire time, from her hips to her shoulder, that position doesn't change regardless of where we are on the pendulum from easy, medium, or hard, okay? The scissors or medium position, or intermediate level rather. So top leg goes over, legs are straight. The only difference is we have a wider base prior to going advanced where we have a stacked narrow base, okay? So from there, everything else stays the same. Drive in, rotate your hips up a little bit like that. Good. Hips forward, head back, and then drive into me a little bit. Good, and rest. That's intermediate. Now we're gonna go to advanced, okay? So from here, we look at just a straight, long access from the shoulder through the hip, through the knee, through the ankle, driving the toes up into me, toward your face, and from there, again, just drive straight up, straight line, and then driving into me, making sure the lats are turned on and the shoulder muscles, all right? And then relax. So from there, the way we can make it more difficult or more challenging, in a simple sense, is adding diaphragmatic or fat belly breathing, I like to call it. So from there, I want Lauren to imagine there's a candle that needs to be blown out about 3 to 4 feet in front of her. So from there, she's going to go in the long access, or long lever rather, advanced version of a plank, side plank. Pop on up, one hand on her abdomen. Inhale, fill up her abdomen. Exhale, blow up the candle. So think it's inhale for about 3 seconds. Exhale out through her mouth for about 4 to 5 seconds. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. One last one. So inhale big, and exhale, and rest. Good. So give those a shot. Start where you feel it's most comfortable and it's challenging, but it's doable, and then progress from there.